What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about whether or not you should buy Nio now. Now, first, this is not financial advice. It's all entertainment purposes only, but we're going to talk about everything that's going on with Nio. We're going to talk about what it's doing now and where we see it going in the future and whether or not we should hold on to it. But first, if you haven't yet, hit that sub button. It's the best way to support the channel. We're trying to hit 6,000 subs by the end of this month. We've only got like 4 days left, and we're only like 200 people short. So if you guys could please do us a favor, hit that sub button. It'd be honestly the best thing ever. It really helps us out. But without further ado, man, let's give it some razzle dazzle and hop into it. Also, if you guys are looking to get into our Discord, Patreon link in the description below. So first things first, let's talk about whether or not you should buy it. Concerns. What are some of your concerns, Chad, with whether or not you should buy Nio now?
Well, obviously, the big concerns are all the Chinese crackdowns happening. The latest was cracking down on education, tutor companies, and then so that's not good. Just China in general, U.S. and China tensions, China possibly having some invasion with Taiwan, which I don't think is probably going to happen, but then the U.S. would step in, and that's no good if we're at war with China. But yeah, basically just all the Chinese FUD that's been going on right now. Just because every time something comes out, which it seems like every other day something comes out, Nio just keeps getting slapped down.
Right.
But we've gone through it before. We don't really think, we don't think they're going to get delisted or, anything like that, because China wants to be number one in EVs. And if they do that, it's going to hurt Nio. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm honestly not really worried about it, but yeah.
Right. And, we could be wrong. We could be right. We could be wrong. There's no way for sure for us to tell whether or not China's going to pull Nio off the market.
It could be pulled off tomorrow. Who knows?
Right.
Probably
exactly.
not.
This is not,
like I said,
right.
Probably not happening.
Right. Right, and that's not to cause fears, but we're trying to be real with you guys. These are real concerns that we have. There's real concerns that a lot of people have, so we want to bring it to your attention. But again, we do not see Nio being delisted because, like Chad said, they're a big moneymaker for Nio or for China, or at least they will be. They've dumped so much money into Nio, you can't just pull them off a market and see them fail. So that's why we still firmly believe that Nio will continue to be on this market, and we honestly, it's just something in the back of our head.
Right, you got to think about it. It's always a possibility, so just only put in what you're willing to risk. But then just the other thing that came out, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, that Cathie Wood is selling a lot of her Chinese stocks. That just causes more fear. But I mean, as you saw today, there's obviously a lot of people that aren't scared because they snatched this sucker up when everybody else panic sold. So,
and now if we haven't chased you away yet from Nio, let us talk about the good things that are coming from Nio, because there is a boatload of them, literally a boatload of things. First things first, let's start off with their sales. We've got their record numbers hopefully coming out this month and the next coming days. We're going to bring you a video on that, so hit the sub button so you guys can get notification on that video as well. They're looking to have a record month this month. I'm hoping anywhere between 93 and 9,500 to absolutely kill it this month. But they're also pushing for record number deliveries by the end of this year. I think upwards of almost 100,000. And then we got the ET7 coming out next year, which is another flagship sedan for Nio. Well, their first flagship sedan, which is a highly anticipated sedan.
Don't even get me started on that, because it's just, that's my favorite car, my favorite EV. It blows everything else out of the water, especially for the price and range and all that. If you've been around here for any amount of time, you know what the ET7's about, and it's just it's fantastic. No other company comes even remotely close to touching it. So it's going to be a game changer, when they release that. And then they do want to get into, cheaper cars, more mass market. They said that's part of their long-term goals, and that's really when things start happening.
Right.
So,
well, that, and you also have their battery swap capabilities, which is a fantastic technology of Nio. The fact that you can swap a battery in and out with less than 2 or 3 minutes, like getting a tank of gas, even faster. I still think that is going to be the thing that carries Nio into the future. And I think that's really why I'm really bullish on Nio.
100%. And he wants to do, 90% of Nio owners, he wants to have a battery swap station within, 3 kilometers or something?
1 or 2,
like it was like 2
to 3 miles from the house.
Yeah,
it's something crazy.
It's insane. And then since we're talking about battery swap stations, they want to do 700 by the end of this year, which is we thought 500 was nuts. Well, they want to do 700, so.
Right, exactly. And I think that's going to carry them, and especially through 2025, where they're looking at 4,000 swap stations throughout the world, with 3,000 of them in China and 1,000 outside of China, which is going to be big because we know they're expanding into Europe this year. So will those 1,000 go to Europe? Who knows? It's a good possibility, but there's also chances of them expanding into other countries, such as the United States and other countries around the world as well. So that's a big thing going for them. I'm hoping to see some information on the United States expansion, hopefully by 2023. Maybe a word on it, maybe a date. Who knows?
I think
that's a big thing for them.
Yeah, I think we'll get some information hopefully by the end of next year, when, you know, at least hinting at where they'll be at, you know, because I think it could happen in 2023. So yeah, it'd be nice next year to get some info on that.
Right, exactly. But with all of that being said, let's go ahead and look at the price, show you where it's at, show you where all these price targets are at and all these analysts are saying, and whether, you know, give you more information on it. So looking at tip ranks, we can see that at the time of this recording, the price is sitting at $41.84. Obviously up. It was up today at the time of this recording, because I had a massive sell-off the other day due to the delisting fears and more Chinese fears and all of that FUD going around. But if we look at the analyst rating, we got 7 analyst rating, 7 buy, 0 hold, 0 sell, and look at this upside right now, 60% upside for Nio.
Yeah.
High of 81. Average of 66.8 and a low of 57. Even the low is up from where we're at right now.
Yeah, and we've said it before in other videos. Pretty much, it seems like once a week, if not once every 2 weeks, the low and average gets moved up pretty much on a weekly basis, which means, you know, obviously analysts are moving their price targets up. So it's only good news. Really, the only thing I can think that's bad about Nio is that it's a Chinese stock, and it has nothing really to do with Nio. It's just the media beating down on Chinese companies.
Right.
So really, the company is fantastic.
Exactly. I 100% agree, and I'm trying to be 100% non-biased here and tell you guys facts, but to me, the Nio seems like they're doing everything right in this situation. You know, everything that they can in their power. It's not their fault that they're being drugged down.
Right.
But looking at these analyst ratings, man, some of these analyst ratings are, again, they're all above where we're at right now. 46. I mean, obviously the outlier would be Alexander Potter down here at $14, but clearly 46, 59, 70, and even Deutsche Bank having their predictions anywhere from $75 to $80 by the within the next 12 months, not by the end of the year, within the next 12 months. Me personally, I think this is going to be sitting around the $70 to $75 by the end of this year, as long as everything goes well. I think the only thing that's going to drag Nio down is, again, that fear, that mongering, and the news media pushing it down.
But I think that can only last so long. I'm hoping within the next month that's all over with, or even if it's not over with, all the people that are, still in Nio, they're not going to sell because of that news, and everyone that wanted out is already out. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And looking at the RSI, we can see that Nio is clearly way oversold, clear down here at the 43.6 mark. And usually you want to see this hang around the 50. That's usually where it's like in a nice steady state. It could go up or down from that point. But usually it kind of can't really go back any farther now. But every time we've touched the 50, it bounced off and went up. And clearly we saw that we were sitting way up here in the higher RSI when we got up towards the 55. But we're, again, below the 50-day and 200-day moving average. So I'm hoping to see this kind of I really wanted to see it bounce off these moving averages. So I'm kind of hoping it rebounds and just goes right back up above those moving averages.
Yeah, like you said before, you can't really go back, but pre-correction, it would always stay between 50 and 70. And then when the correction happened, back late February, March time, as you can see from the chart, it stayed in between 30 and 50. But usually, during a normal market, it would always stay between 50 and 70. So
exactly.
Yeah, this is pretty darn good buying opportunity because it's been getting beat down.
It really has, honestly. But we hope we answered all of your questions. We get those kind of questions a lot in the comment section in our live streams about whether or not to buy Nio. Whether we're concerned about the delisting fears and what we think of Nio. We hope we answered all those questions for you guys. And if you guys have any more questions, just let us know in the comment section below. We like to have these conversations with you guys. We like to get to know you guys one-on-one, and that's why we try to interact with every single comment on our videos. But again, thank you so much for all the support you guys have given us so so far. And again, if you're not subbed yet, hit that sub button. We're trying to hit 6,000 subs by the end of this month, and we only got a couple days left, and we only need like 200 of you left. So really in the race right now for meeting that goal. But we also got links in the description and in the first comment. If you guys are interested in any of the stuff that we offer down there, we got a link down there for Weeble with some bonus offers. If you guys sign up, you guys get a free stock. And then if you guys actually, if you deposit $5, you guys get 2 free stocks valued from $8 all the way up to $2,000. Yeah. So it's a pretty good return right there. But we also got a link down there for the Patreon that gets you access to all of our members over there. It gets you access to our portfolio and the Discord portfolios as well if you're interested in that. And we also got a link down there for the merchandise where you can get yourself a cool t-shirt if that's what you're interested in. But again, thank you guys so much for all your support. We'll see you guys in the next video.